Hi everyone. I wonder if any of you have seen the Studio Ghibli movie, Howl's Moving Castle. There's this beautiful scene when young Howl encounters falling stars by the lakeside, and I've always been mesmerized by it. That's why I decided to create my own version of that moment. I imagine a stunning night sky with a soft gradient, colors blending seamlessly into one another. However, when using gouache, it's hard to get perfectly smooth transitions between colors because brush strokes often leave visible marks. While thinking of a solution, I suddenly remembered, hey, I have an airbrush. I figured it would be perfect for creating those smooth color blends I wanted. In one of my previous videos, I used this airbrush kit to add some soft, glowing highlights to a painting, and many of you were curious about it. So, in this video, I'll give you a closer look at the Meeden Mini Airbrush Kit. I actually own a larger airbrush kit with a big compressor. But since I don't use it that often, the thought of jacking it out, setting it up, and dealing with the whole hassle makes me hesitant to use it. I've been looking for something more compact that still gets the job done. And that's when I found this mini airbrush kit by Meeden. I will do a quick unboxing to show you exactly what's included in the kit. When you open the box, the first thing you will see is a color wheel. This little tool is super handy. It has two sides, and by rotating it, you can easily figure out how to mix the colors you want. The kit also comes with 12 airbrush paints, which should be enough for most basic uses. Unlike regular acrylic paints, airbrush paints are pre-diluted, making them ready to use straight away. Just remember to shake the bottles well before use, as the paint tends to separate when it sits for a while. Once shaken, simply drop the paint into the airbrush, and you're good to go. Here's the airbrush itself. It has a 0.5mm needle and a 7cc cup capacity. The kit also includes a small wrench and a paint dropper. Next up, the star of the show, the compressor. In the box, you will find an instruction manual, an AC transformer, an airbrush holder, and an air hose. I got mine in white, and honestly, it's super cute. Kinda reminds me of a retro handheld gaming console. Let's go ahead and assemble everything according to the manual. The instructions mention that the compressor is rechargeable. It takes about 4 hours to charge and can run for 90 minutes. Now, back to painting. I'll be using the 24-color Meeden gouache set for this project. I'll follow my usual painting process and try to group all the parts that need airbrush work together. That way, it's easier to clean the airbrush and switch color efficiently. Keep in mind that airbrush paints are typically acrylic, which can clog the airbrush if not cleaned properly. Acrylic paint becomes very hard to remove once it dries, so make sure to clean your airbrush thoroughly after use. Since I mostly work with gouache, I'll be using my own diluted gouache paint in the airbrush. One benefit of gouache is that it can be washed off when dry, which makes cleaning the airbrush much easier. However, gouache has weaker coverage, so it's important to get the right paint to water ratio. I recommend mixing and testing as you go until you get the best result. One quick tip: if you're planning to airbrush something like shoes or bags, avoid using gouache. It's water soluble, so it will smudge or wash off as soon as it gets wet. Since I'll be airbrushing the background, I need to mask off the foreground character to avoid messing it up. I cut some paper to cover the character and keep things clean. Finally, it's airbrush time. To create a smooth gradient for the sky, I'll start with a soft pinkish purple and gradually transition to deep blue. Once I'm done, I will clean the airbrush and switch to a light yellow to paint the falling star. Some of you asked whether this compressor is noisy. Here, take a listen. I don't think it's too loud. I love how the airbrush gives such a soft, glowing effect to the colors. By adjusting the angle, I can create delicate streaks that mimic the trail of a falling star. After finishing the airbrush work, I will add some final details with a regular brush to enhance the contrast. And here's the finished piece. I hope you enjoy seeing how airbrushing can create such smooth, dreamy effects. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.